get to me? What can't be done? I'll do myself. What you running for? What you losing control? What you running for? No, I'm wrong to break. What you running for? What you losing control? What you running for? No, I'm wrong to break. Face the pain, no escape, can you stop to this? Face the pain, no escape, can you stop to this? Face the pain, rip me into pieces. Face the pain, no escape, can you stop to this? Face the pain, no escape, can you stop to this? Face the pain, rip me into pieces. Face the fear in front of me, I see the image of myself.
Guys, welcome to Ultimate Fighter Thursdays. I'm your host, Dan the Man, aka Daniel's son. And I'm sorry for the audio if it's a little, what's with the audio? My microphone's fucking cord just broke on me, so I gotta go get another cord, so bear with me. But I have to talk about last night's episode of Ultimate Fighter 20, episode 9. Randa Marcos, my girl, versus Felice Herrig. And man, this childish shit, man. This is gonna be this is a recap, so this is spoilers, duh. If you haven't seen the fight yet, I'm assuming you guys seen the fight. I'm going for Randa all the way. I've been a Randa fan since I saw her. She was the underdog. She took care of Tisha Torres. So she's my girl. But I do like other fighters like Jessica Panay. I do like Daly. Daly might have an upset, but that's future talk. I like also Rose. Rose is a beast. Sorry about that, guys. Rose is a beast, and I just don't like the childish shit that is going on in this season. Yeah, Magana, Beck Rawlings get their dues because they act like children. And then you see it in this episode once again. You see freaking Felice and Carla. I like Carla too. I think Carla's a beast as well. But Carla's attitude following Felice, it seems like somebody does something and then the other one follows. It's like a little clique going on in the group, in this household. There has to be so much tension in that household. It makes for good TV, but I'm really pissed because, like, come on, act professional. You're women. You're not fucking high school girls. You don't need to be talking all this shit and going on. I can see both sides of the story because as we see in this episode, basically, Melendez only has one fighter. And she has her time in the gym. Team Melendez still has the time in the gym. And then Perez is in a debacle. Like, he has to figure out how to split maybe two groups. Maybe have one side have an hour, morning hour of training or whatever, and the other side having the night sessions, the night training, and then they can switch every single day. Well, Randa, you should have spoke up. I'm just saying, you should have spoke up. But then I think it's also the feelings like she tried to, she whatever, let's see how it goes, and it didn't go. It's not going the way that she thought, and if you saw the episode, basically, the girls took a vote and they said, "Listen, I like the way one in the morning, one at night, instead of all of them practicing with each other, which would benefit everybody because they'd had more time to train and more time to learn." Well, they all voted for less time, and so they couldn't fight. They're all going to be each other's opponents, so they split into two groups. So basically, they had a vote that won. Felice, Carla, and I forgot who else was training at night or whatever. They switch off, but then my girl Randa, I think Joanna. It doesn't matter for Joanne. Some of the other girls were fighting this at the morning. Of course, they switch off. Every single day. Well, Randa didn't speak up in the beginning where they asked her, "Do you what say you? Do you vote for splitting or all staying together and having more time in the gym?" Randa didn't really care. It didn't matter. You really see Randa's character in this episode where she just wants to train, she wants to absorb all the information, she wants to fight, she wants that belt, and I applaud her for that. She doesn't talk very much. As you see in past episodes, she doesn't talk at all, she doesn't really crack a smile. She knows what her job is, and that's to be there, train, learn, and fight. And I love that in her. That is a true warrior's mentality. But she should, I agree, she should have spoke up. She should have casted a vote, but she said it didn't matter. She just wants to train. But I think also you got to take it as in consideration as well that, hey, they tried it. It doesn't work out. Some of the girls are complaining that some girls just don't like working with their opponent. You know, some girls don't want to train in the same facility as their opponent, which I could see. I understand as well. But then, you know, you got to just, sometimes you just got to say whatever. It's not. Does the game plan really matter when you only have so much time, you know, to train and stuff when heading into the fight? I mean, if I were to fight, I don't think I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind, you know, if the other guy was training on the other side, because I don't care. I'm still gonna, no matter what, I have a mentality like I'm gonna beat you or I'm gonna give you a fight. So, but I could also see why people want, you know, to have their own time and not have their opponent in the same facility. Well, we see in this episode just a lot of childish shit. I mean, after Randa comes in and tells the coach, because Pettis is in the sideline. He says he doesn't want to be involved, you know, he doesn't want to be in nobody's corner. He's not really even in the training. He's not training these girls either. He splits the coaches up where 2 coaches train one girl, 2 coaches train the other. And we see basically, you know, Ronda's like, I'm not getting enough time in. I'm not getting enough training. I'm not absorbing enough. I need more, you know, I'm here to learn and stuff. I need more. I need more training. This is not enough time. So she talks to the coaches, and the girls talk to, and they all say, oh, yeah, we agree with Randa that we want, you know, we want all to come together to get more training time. So they pretty much didn't have a problem with training with their soon-to-be opponent. Then we see the coach pretty much relay the message to the other girls who were training at night and say, listen, the girls, you know, they are thinking and stuff. They want, you know, they want to come together and train all together. And then the girls just started getting, you know, just stupid. Like, like I said, I understand the 2 sides of the coin, but the way they handled the situation, they handled it like children. They're like, they're stupid bitches. They're, you know, of course they go behind our back. They don't say anything at the household. They don't say this and that and this and that. They have their own little meeting. Well, what do you guys think you guys are doing? You guys are having have a meeting right there. You guys are having your own specific. Realistically, you're having your own little meeting right now. You know, that's why they're talking to you guys. So they go back to the house, and then they start, Felice starts the shit with Randa, and the girls like, oh, yeah, you guys are cowards, this and that, you guys didn't even speak up. It just was so childish. And then when Randa went in the van and was gonna go train with the girls, with Felice and her squad, but she was gonna train outside most of the time. I think she was doing. I didn't see her when I was seeing the footage of her even near Felice in the cage and stuff. She was really outside, just like running, you know, doing a lot of stuff. Well, in the van, you see just Carla and Felice just attack Randa pretty much, saying, you know, you should have spoke up, this and that. Just really just going at her and just acting childish. And Randa was really the mature one, just saying, would you just not talk to me? Just, you know, get out of my face. Randa do this whole, and you know, after even the training session when Randa was there and they're at the household, Felice was still going on. She was still freaking just like talking shit, and Randa was in the room and she could hear it and she was getting pissed, but she still kept her calm, cool, collective. That's why I love this chick. She's awesome. She just like, she was the real mature one. And you see, and I gotta give it to Joanne. I love you, Joanne. Joanne, I don't think you're gonna beat Rose, but you're awesome, because Joanne knows that, you know, just keep quiet, just be mature, and stop acting like children. Because she was like that when Magani, she's like, really, when Magani was clapping, was booing, and Joanne was like, oh, really, you gotta be acting professional, chick. And then same way she was at Randa, like she was pretty much saying they're just, you know, she was just telling Randa, you know, they're just acting immature and this and stuff, and she was taking, Joanna was taking Randa's side. So yeah, it was ridiculous. But you know, all that bullshit, all that talk Felice was talking about, you know, What happened in the fight? My girl Randa. My girl Randa. She's great in this. You know, I was looking at her striking when she was hitting the bag and stuff. I was like, you know, Randa's not that. I think she could definitely improve more on the striking ability. But if she got Felice into the ground, she got her. And Felice is definitely way better in striking. But on the ground, I don't think she could take Randa. So what we saw in the fight, we saw the first round, basically, Randa, Felice going at it. Felice was, hit Randa a couple of times with the elbow, with the knee, doing her Muay Thai. But you know what? Randa and Felice were clinched up, and Randa did try to take her down one time, but Felice got on top, and then they got back up. Well, Randa pretty much she was clinched to Felice, and she was taking that elbow, those shots. But I think that was part of the plan. She just seems like she's gonna say, she was saying in her mindset, "I'm gonna take a bunch of shots, but I'm gonna get your ass down." And that's exactly what she did. She got her ass down. She got the arm and this impressive arm bar and fucking finished Felice. And that is the way to go. She really showed that she is excellent on the ground. It was like an Anderson Silva, honestly. But yeah, I mean, they were saying that Felice was tagging her up. She was there, that she was really winning the fight a lot. It was barely the fucking first round. It was the first round, and she was tagging her up, but by no means did I think Randa was in trouble, because she looked calm, cool, collected. She looked like she was taking those punches on purpose to get this bitch on the ground. And that's what, I don't want to, I mean, Felice, she really just made herself look so bad in this episode. I didn't have a problem with her until this episode, but and I love, Carla's a beast. Carla and Tisha Torres fight is gonna be awesome, but Carla really just needs to stop, step back and say, hey, I'm acting a little bit childish too. But I do still like Carla. Just it really put a new perspective in it. But I gotta go with my girl Randa. And hopefully Randa does make it to the belt. To the title fight, but Rose versus Joanne, I have Rose winning. She's a beast, and Rose versus Randa, that's a hard one. I mean, if Randa gets Rose to the ground, I think she has a shot, but she doesn't. Rose is just a beast. But I'm going for my girl. I'm going for Randa beating Rose, even though I know Rose will probably beat her. But my girl's always been the underdog, so hopefully she wins it. But overall, great episode. I was very entertained. I was very pissed off watching this because of the childish acts that were going on in this household. But yeah, my girl Randa wins. Felice is gone. Still talking that shit a little bit, but whatever. It's over with. Randa says it's over. Shut her up. Moved on. That's it. She just wanted to fight. Now she's going to go to her next opponent, whoever that is, and I think it's going to be Rose. But yeah, and then we get Jessica Panay and Daly next fight next week. Can't wait for that. Daly I think she's definitely the underdog, but she has a great chance of upsetting. Even though Jessica Panay is looking strong, especially her last fight, but Daly has a great chance of upsetting. I like Daly. I like Jessica Panay too. So we'll see how that goes. And man, Tisha Torres and Carla is gonna be great, because Carla was talking that shit too about she wants to fight Randa. And Randa and Carla want to fight each other, and I hope that happens at the championship fight. But we'll see. I mean, Carla's just a beast too, though. She's a beast. She's a cookie monster. So that's it, guys. My girl Randa won. If you guys saw the fight, let me know what you think. Do you think this is whose side did you take? I mean, of course I took Randa's side, but I understood the other side and how Randa should have spoken up. Yeah, just the way, I guess I just really have an issue with the way they acted about all this, So just let me know what you guys thought about this episode. Are you tired of this childhood, high school bullshit, all this clowning, all this name calling, all this bullying, pretty much? It seems like a little bit of bullying, what I saw. Let me know, guys. And what do you think? I think Team Pet, I have an issue. I think Pettis, he's a beast. Melendez is a beast, but Pettis needs to step up and, really take control, because this is overall his team, and he, I want to think, if I was a coach, I still want to, I'd say stop this bullshit, enough drama. This is what's gonna happen. Say, that's it. So I don't know. Let me hear what you guys thought. I need a new perspective on this, so let me know. So that's it, guys, for Ultimate Fighter Thursday. If you like this video, please put the like button, and I'm coming back next week. And please subscribe, because I work hard and make videos for you every single day, and wait for that Hunger Games review coming out. So thank you guys for listening, and enjoy your day.